I just feel like it smells like a rich auntie. Like a real rich auntie. Hey girl, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Trinity. If you're new here, today I'm going to be sharing with you all of my current favorite go-to perfumes. We got some Amazon fragrances, we got some high-end fragrances, just a little bit of something for everybody. Disclaimer, this is not my entire fragrance collection. Like I said, these are just my current go-tos. So if you're interested in seeing what I'm reaching for the most, just keep on watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Everything will be linked down below in the description box as always. So let's get right into the video. We're gonna start off with affordable perfumes from Amazon. Yes, I said Amazon. I recently got into Arabian perfumes and I've bought quite a few from Amazon, but I'm going to share with y'all my top 3. I actually reach for these more often than my luxury perfumes. And I don't know if I grab them more because they're more of like everyday fragrances to me or because of the fact that they're affordable. So I just don't mind spraying them more often. I don't know, but I'm going to share them with y'all. Do not sleep on Amazon perfumes, okay? We're gonna start off with Yara by Lattafa. This is the amber vanilla version of Yara and it's $38 on Amazon. So this one is really sweet, really girly. If you're into sweet scents, you will definitely like this. I went on TikTok and looked up a whole bunch of like best Amazon perfume videos and this one was featured in most of those videos. I haven't seen any bad reviews on this and I feel like this is just like a universal Arabian fragrance. I'm gonna read off the notes for y'all. If you see me looking down, I'm reading off my notebook because I cannot memorize all of these notes for all of these fragrances. The top notes for this one are tangerine, heliotrope, and orchid. The heart notes are tropical notes and gourmand, and the base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. This is a nice everyday fragrance if you like sweet scents because it's nice and light and airy, but people will definitely smell you. I actually like to wear this to the gym. If you don't wear perfume to the gym, start, okay? You know, when you're sweating and you're just producing more body heat, you want to smell good. So this is always my go-to for that. Next we have what is actually my current everyday perfume. This is Kamra by Lattafa and this smells so good, y'all. Please, like, this is probably my favorite perfume that I own at the moment. It smells so good. First of all, it's very warm, which is perfect for fall and winter months, and it pairs well with so many different fragrances. This one is $39.99 on Amazon. The top notes are cinnamon, nutmeg, and bergamot. I think that's why I love it so much because the cinnamon and the nutmeg, you don't really find cinnamon and nutmeg very often in fragrances, but they ain't miss putting it in this, trust me. The heart notes are dates, praline, tuberose, and mahonial. The base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, myrrh, amberwood, and some word that I cannot pronounce, so I will put it on the screen with all the others. Perfect fall winter scent. I don't know if it's the cinnamon and the nutmeg that just give me like warm and cozy vibes, and the vanilla, the tonka bean, the amberwood, it just gives so cozy. Like, you gotta try this. If you don't buy any other perfume from this haul, buy this, especially if you're looking for something affordable. Like I said, $39.99. You cannot miss with this. I will repurchase this a million more times. Okay, next we have Choco Musk. This is $9.99 on Amazon, and this is another one that a lot of people have. And like I said, it's $9.99. So there are mixed reviews. Some people say it smells really cheap and really childish, and some people love it. If you like really sweet scents, you'll probably like this. If you're not into like overly sweet scents, you probably won't like this. I wanted to love it when I first sprayed it, but I was like, it definitely smells like it's $9.99. Like, it was giving me cheap, but once it dries down, it doesn't smell as cheap and as childish as it does in the beginning. And I also realized that this is just a really good one to pair with other fragrances. So if I want something to smell a little sweeter, or if I want to add in like a chocolatey, musky type of note to another fragrance, I'll just pair it with this. So the notes for this one are white musk, milk chocolate, vanilla, cinnamon, rose, sandalwood, myrrh, amber, and spicy notes. I love the chocolatiness that comes out of this. I'm a sweet scents girl, as y'all will see. And I mean, for $9.99, you might as well just try it. If you don't like it, of course, you can send it back. Y'all know how Amazon returns are. Nice and easy, nice and simple. So just try it, see if you like it. I don't know. But like I said, if you don't like it by itself, just try mixing it with something else just to make another fragrance sweeter. Okay, so moving on to my luxury fragrances, the ones that are a little bit more expensive, or shall I say a lot more expensive. First, we have Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK. As y'all can see, I have worn her out. She is almost gone. I purchased this as a birthday gift to myself in April, and around that time, I was wearing this non-stop. This size is $240, but I had my eyes on it for so long, and I didn't want Baccarat because everybody has Baccarat. So the key notes in this fragrance are juniper berries, nutmeg, coriander, musk, ambery woods, and vanilla. Now, if you want to smell like rich and grown this is definitely a good fragrance for that. Because it's a more expensive fragrance, I feel like you won't really run into a lot of people who smell like this, but it is also becoming a lot more popular. Like, not as popular as Baccarat, but it is getting a lot more play lately. But if you don't mind spending a little more on a fragrance and you want to smell grown and just like put together, rich, like I said, this is a good one for you. My only con to this, I'm not gonna lie, is the fact that it does not last as long as I feel like it should for $240. They could have did better. The projection of it is good, but this is definitely one that you will have to reapply multiple times. I didn't want to believe it when I first bought it. I tried to convince myself that it lasts all day, and it didn't, which is probably why it's almost gone. I just feel like it smells like a rich auntie. Like a real rich auntie. Next we have Si Passion by Armani. I did mention this in my last perfume video, but I recently, like when I say recently, I mean like within the last 2 weeks, started wearing this out. This is probably like the sexiest perfume that I own. I put this on the other day and I was leaving out of my apartment and I walked past this boy who was holding the door for me and he was like, "You smell so good." Amazing, okay? The projection, amazing. And it also lasts. It's very sweet and sensual. I don't know what about it gives me sexy, but that's what it gives me. This one is $122 for this size. This is a 1.7 ounce. And the notes are sparkling pear, blackcurrant, rose, and woody vanilla. They did their biggest one with this, okay? Like, and I think I said this in the other perfume video, but I wasn't a big fan of the other versions of Si by Armani. This is the only one that I really liked. And for some reason, I really liked it when I smelled it in the store. And then it was gifted to me for Christmas last year and I wore it a little bit, but for some reason, once I actually owned it, I didn't have the same love for it that I did when I first smelled it. And recently, when I was going out a few weeks ago, I just happened to pick it up and spray it and I was like, yo, how did I forget how good this was? Oh my God. Next we have Maison Margiela's Replica by the Fireplace. If you've never heard of this fragrance or this line in general, you've probably been living under a rock because Replica is everywhere. This is actually my most recent fragrance purchase and y'all see how much is in here. I think I bought this like 2 months ago. Oh my God. Another one that is like perfect for fall and winter because it's so warm. I mean, the name By the Fireplace says it all. It just reminds you of sitting by a campfire roasting marshmallows. So if you've been living under a rock and have never heard of the Replica line by Maison Margiela, the bottle says exactly what the line represents: a reproduction of familiar scents and moments of varying locations and periods. It smells exactly like the name. I didn't write down the price for this one, but I believe it was like $125 for this size, something like that, or maybe $80. It might have been $80 for this size. This is my first time buying a fragrance this small. I usually get like 1.7 ounce, but I don't know, I was pressed this day and I was on a budget, so I got it. The top notes are cloves, pink pepper, and orange blossom. The heart notes are chestnut, some type of wood that I cannot pronounce, and juniper. And the base notes are vanilla, Peru balsam, and cashmerean. I've heard some people say that this is just like too woody and too smoky for them, but I personally love it. Especially the dry down. The dry down really gives roasted marshmallows. Like, that's what I get. Now, if we talking layers, these two together, chef's kiss. Okay, now this next one, I actually do not have the full size of this fragrance, but I'm gonna show y'all anyway because I've been wearing this out. Okay, this is Musk Therapy by Initio. So I did a sponsorship for Scentbird last month. If you don't know what Scentbird is, it's basically a monthly subscription service where they send you travel size perfumes every month so that you don't have to commit to buying full size bottles. And I love the idea of Scentbird because it allows you to try very expensive fragrances for a fraction of the price. You don't always have to buy a full size bottle, especially because if you have a lot of perfumes, it will probably take you forever to go through one bottle. So you get a lot of bang for your buck getting travel size fragrances, especially when you're getting them from a site like Scentbird where you can just try different ones every month. This video is not sponsored, by the way. This was a very different type of scent for me, but I found myself wearing this almost every day after I did that collab. This perfume is $370 for the 3 ounce. So it's definitely giving luxury. I ain't spending $370 on a perfume. So I don't care if I gotta buy this little travel size 5,000 times. If I really had it like that, would I get it? Yes, because I love this fragrance. But yeah, let's get into the notes. The notes are bergamot, mandarin, white magnolia, cassis, white sandalwood, white musk, and rose musk. If you love musk notes, then you'll definitely love this. And like I said, it just gives grown vibes for some reason. I don't know if it's because it's not like as sweet as my other fragrances that I usually reach for, but I found myself wearing this to like church, or if I was going somewhere where I felt the need to be like sophisticated. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm that good at describing fragrances, but I'm trying my best, okay? It actually reminds me of like a hotel. Like, Like, it reminds me of like the lobby area of a nice hotel. I don't know, girl. Okay, next we have Good Fortune by Viktor and Rolf. Yes, it's in a gift set because this was sent to me in PR. I don't know who sent me this. I don't know if Viktor and Rolf sent me this or Ulta. I don't know. The only name that was on the package was mine. So I don't know. Thanks to whoever sent it. Very nice packaging, if I do say so myself. I sprayed this on myself right before I started recording this video, so I need to like refresh my memory. So when I first got this in PR, I brought it in the car with me and I just sprayed it on my wrist and I had this coat on. When I first sprayed it, I was like, okay, this is nice. I wasn't like too impressed, but after a few minutes, I was like, what does that smell? And then I remembered that I sprayed it on myself and I started sniffing myself and I really liked it. Like I said, I love sweet scents. I love pretty much anything vanilla, and bourbon vanilla is the base note of this fragrance. So I guess it was the dry down that really got me. I don't know what it is about this fragrance, but when I really discovered that I liked it, I felt like it reminded me of when I first started really wearing and collecting perfume. And ironically enough, one of my first fragrance purchases was Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. So I'm not sure if the notes in this are similar to the notes in Flower Bomb, but that's what it reminds me of for some reason. There has to be similar notes, like that's the only way. But it definitely like reminds me of that era of my life. This is $142, by the way, for this size. I believe this is the 1.7 ounce. And the notes are fennel for girl, yeah, that. Another word that I cannot pronounce that starts with the G. I'm not even gonna try. The middle note is jasmine and the base note is bourbon vanilla. So like I said, love the vanilla in this. And also let me add, this lasts for a really long time because I actually wore that coat the other day. Mind you, I got this probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I wore that same coat the other day and I still smelled this fragrance on the sleeve from when I sprayed it on my wrist. I had to look up the reviews on this because I was like, am I tripping? Like, is this really good? Do I like have bad taste in perfume? Because I have not heard anyone talking about this, but I guess because it's new, I don't know, maybe because I got it in PR, it's a new fragrance and a lot of people don't have it. But the reviews that I saw online were really good. So I think I got good taste. I don't know. And last but not least, we have another fragrance from my collab with Scentbird. This is Delina Exclusive by Parfums de Marly. And if you know anything about fragrances, you probably have heard of this. The girls love this fragrance. This is another one that's a little higher in price range. A 1 ounce bottle is $210, which can be a little pricey for a 1 ounce bottle. But this is one that I would actually put on my fragrance wish list to get a full bottle of. The top notes are bergamot, pear, and lychee. The middle notes are Turkish rose, incense, and oud. And the base notes are wood, amber, and vanilla. It's a very sweet fragrance, but still sophisticated. I said this in my reel that I did for them on Instagram, but it gives me like princess treatment vibes. So like the type of girl who loves princess treatment from her man, like she likes to just, you know, just be pretty and cute and dainty. She lives a soft life, very my man. She just loves luxury. That's like the persona that I feel like this fragrance embodies. So if that sounds like you, definitely try this one. I feel like this is like light and airy enough to be an everyday fragrance if you don't mind using your luxury perfumes as everyday fragrances. All right, so that concludes this video. Like I said, these are like my current favorites and the perfumes that I have been reaching for more often. I do have a few other fragrances that were not mentioned in this video or my first perfume video, and that's probably because I bought them after recording the first video, but they're more so like spring summer fragrances, and right now we're in December, so I'm not really reaching for those that often. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.